So hi guys, at this point I have retraced my bodice block pattern, and the pattern has two darts, a waist dart here and a bust dart located at the shoulder. So I'm going to do two things now. I'm going to do 100% bust dart enlargement or increment. I'm going to increase this dart by 100%. That will make it tighter in this region, the top of my cup. Yeah, and then I'm also going to do an under bust tightening so that it's nice and snug in the under bust area. Okay, so here's what the front pattern looks like now with the bust dart increment by 100% and the under bust tightening by about 5/8 of an inch on both sides, which was then extended to my waist dart. So that would give snugness here and snugness here as well. And I also did on the back pattern, I widened the waist dart by about half an inch in total and then blended down to the waist dart legs. So I have two panels here. So guys, this is where I'm at now. I have modified the front bodice pattern into this. I've created my cups here. It was quite easy actually. First thing was to determine the height I wanted. So I came up about half an inch above my chest line. Some choose to go lower, but this is my preference. And then to create the bridge, because you have a bridge in between the cups on both sides, coming by about 1 centimeter. And then to create this curve, there's a guideline here about I think 3.5 cm, and on the other side by about 4 cm here. And then I drew the cups with a curved ruler. So these will form the cups and these will form the panel, 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 and panel. Okay, so here's my back pattern. I also lowered the armhole by about half an inch, and I did the same at the center back as well, so that it's nice and a little bit low. And I did the same thing on the front as well. I lowered the armhole by half an inch, but I also went inwards by another half an inch at the side seam so that it's nice and snug, just on the front, not on the back. I did that for that's my preference anyway. So that's it. So I'll have the following panels. Let's just count them together. 1 panel, 2, 3, 4 in front, and at the back I would have 1, 2, so 6 panels in total. And I'm done with my bustier pattern with cups. Yay! So here's the fabric I'm using. I showed this already. It's like a mid-weight cotton. It's really nice. And I also found this raw silk, which I plan to use to line. It's a really pretty sunshine yellow. I like jewel tones. So pretty. So I plan to use this to line. And I'll be cutting shortly. So hi guys, I have cut out the pattern pieces, 2 for the back and 4 for the front. So I didn't actually mess up the main pattern I drafted. I just simply put another paper underneath and then used the tracing wheel. That's a tracing wheel. And then I added sewing allowance all around each pattern piece. I went further to make a toile. Yeah, a toile is a test garment. So I'll be using this to know if I have to make any fitting adjustments, and then I'll make the same adjustments to my pattern pieces. So I just found some inexpensive cotton and then I did that. It's really important for me. So guys, I must thank you for all the love and the support. The comments have been so encouraging. Thank you. I like how the cups look. I plan to try out the technique on this. I'll be using underwiring here because I haven't done that before. I'm just curious to see how it will be. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you. Hello guys, so this is my toile on my dress form. So I've tested it. Of course, I also tested it by wearing it myself, and it looks really good. I was very happy with the fit so far. Of course, I've had to make a few adjustments which I've transferred to my pattern pieces already, because I'll then use that to cut the actual fabric. I found the most interesting thing I found was inserting the underwiring, you know, because I'd never tried that before, and it was really interesting. I noticed that, of course, it gave the garment even more support in the bust area. This has been really interesting so far. Okay. Hello. So this is progressing really nicely. I have done the fabric cutting. So that's the outer fabric, the printed yellow. So the fabric is layered, of course, and this is the yellow lining. So you can see the pattern pieces pinned on top, and then of course I cut around. Yeah, so I think using a rotary cutter made this so much easier compared to using a scissors. I found this so convenient. Yeah, and that's my fabric cutting mat. Yeah, so I plan to attach, once I'm done, attach a fusible interfacing to the lining to give it more structure. Okie dokie. Hello everybody, so I'm just checking in. This is going really well. So I'm done with the lining. You can see the bustier, the lining, and I've also done the shell, the printed one. You know, I'm almost tempted to swap. The yellow is so pretty, honestly, and I'm so happy about the stitching. I think I did a really good job. See how aligned my style lines are? It's just so beautiful. I'm so happy about this. So this will be going inside. This will be used to line the outer one, and I used a bit of wadding. It's called wadding here, but it's actually also called fusible interfacing to make the lining a bit more stiff. And I found out that it gave the cup so much strength that there's no point using any underwiring here at all. It just works really well. So this will be going. So here's the lining. Yeah. So this will go this way. Don't know if you can see. And then that will be the inside that way. So I'll just stitch at the top. I've already started getting the skirts ready. I'm going to use gathers. I considered using flare, but it's so much of a hassle. I think it will be easier to just gather the skirt. But this yellow is so nice. Okay. Yeah. Hi guys, I know this dress is taking forever. I've been really busy, honestly. So just quick updates. I used boning on the lining inside. Yeah, I used regular plastic boning at the side, and another kind of boning. I think it's called wriggling under the bust. It's the very flexible kind that you can actually sew over. Yeah, that's why I used it. And then I also did underwiring. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. And then I made straps. I think I shared. That's when I showed the bias tape maker. I think about 1/4 inch or 3/8. I think it was quite easy to do. And then for the skirts, the lining skirts, I used simple flare. As you can see, it's very simple. But for the shell skirts, I made gathers. It was quite simple to do. Okay, so I think all that's left is to attach the zipper and hem, and that's all.